Now on Wednesday we had a little delivery from Cotswold BMW, and I think you guys are going to know what this is, so I'm not going to fanny around with any more silly introductions. Welcome back to Drive Life, and welcome to the brand new BMW 330e Touring. Now, I've been hinting at this car a long time, and on Wednesday it arrived in the back of a Cotswold truck. This is the replacement for the GTE, which is still here, because the lease company haven't come to pick it up yet. But yeah, in today's video we're going to give you a full tour of the new car, and discuss whether it's really worth the 48 grand that this car is priced at. Obviously that's including options, but yeah, let's get straight into it. So as you can see, we've got it finished in graphite grey here. We've gone for the M Sport spec. We've gone for the 330e hybrid, which gives you essentially the 320i engine mated to a battery pack, to give you 250 brake horsepower thereabouts, 0 to 60 in around 5 seconds. This thing is an absolute rocket. And we've also got the X-Drive as well. Now this one's got a few little options on it which make it quite nice, and we ordered this car probably 4 months ago, just before Christmas, and it's finally turned up. Because of COVID and everything was delayed, so yeah, let's get straight into it. So like I said, this uses the 320i engine. I think it's the B48 engine, and that on its own gives out 180 brake horsepower. Now this electric motor gives you another 70 to give you a combined of around 250, 0 to 60, 5 and a bit seconds. However, it does feel quicker, and that's because of the X-Drive system. Now interestingly enough, this is the first ever hybrid 3 Series that's been offered in a touring variant. So you'll see here that we have an estate with the splitting hatch, which I love. I think it's awesome. So you can just do the glass like that, or you can do the full tailgate, which yeah is one of my favourite features on the 3 Series touring. So we'll try and, there we go, shut that. But yeah, let's take you inside and show you guys what this is all about, because these 3 Series generation, they've been around a while, but yeah, the main sort of loveliness of these cars is on the interior, and the new generation 3 Series and 4 Series have an absolutely lovely interior. So we've gone for the oyster leather here, which sort of gives you like a beige effect. Now it looks more beige in the camera, it's more of a white, to be honest. But we've also got the aluminium trim, which makes this a very sort of light, open and airy, luxury feeling car to be in. You're quite low slung, as you can see. It's something very Scandinavian about it, sort of modern Volvo about it. You've got all the angles and everything here. Now the biggest step for BMW on this generation of car was the metal buttons. Feast your eyes. Oh, it's not worked, has it? Sorry. Upon the metal buttons. Now we've got knurling on the controls here, and this really does lift the cabin in terms of feeling premium. Now we've got the start stop button and all of the hybrid modes here, standard iDrive and everything like that. The larger iDrive screen, turn that off. So yeah, as you can see, it is just gorgeous. It's currently got 462 miles on it. Day after we got it, it went down to Essex to visit family and stuff now that we can out of lockdown, and it was absolutely sublime. It's just an absolute rocket. You don't notice the fact that it's only a 4-cylinder. It feels like the full-on 6-cylinder 3 Series. It is, yeah, like I said, an absolute rocket. Up here we've got the lovely lighting here as well, which again just adds to the premiumness, if that makes sense. It's all little things that really do improve the look and feel of these cars. Now this car's got obviously the sat nav, all included in the M Sport spec, but this one's got the larger screen, and aside from that, we've just upgraded. We've got the comfort seats oyster leather, which like I just loved the oyster leather. I didn't know what it would be like because obviously we've got the black headlining, but it does make the car such a light and airy, lovely place to be. It gives it sort of a luxury feeling. Now obviously I get this sort of vibe from the Volvo, but I do have a thing for sort of cream and white leather in cars. It just, yeah, takes it that step above. And obviously on the steering wheel, we've got the usual 3 Series controls here as well. As well as obviously the M Sport spec and the gearbox paddles, which are lovely. And annoyingly, what BMW have done is they've made the rear of them plastic, so you don't actually get to feel the nice cold metal, which is a shame, because again, is the best thing about this generation 3 Series out of all of them so far is the metals and the cold to touchness. The steering wheel feels cold to touch on this part, so why couldn't they have let us feel the metal on the other side? Little thing, but frustrating nonetheless. So as you can see, also if I there we go, move the steering wheel, we have our completely digital driver's display, e-drive display with the car there. Unfortunately, the wheels are slightly different. We just went for the standard wheels because I find upgraded wheels tend to be slightly more crashy rides, and just this car is a motorway cruiser. It's a long distance car, therefore you want it to be as comfortable as possible. So with the M Sport suspension, we thought it'd be best to go for a slightly higher profile tyre with a smaller alloy, just to make things a bit better. If we'd have gone for the tyres shown in here, as you can see, they've got rubber band tyres on, and it just would have been a really, really crashy ride. And I just prefer cars with a bigger sidewall. From a comfort standpoint, it's sort of fairly subjective, so if you think differently, then crack on. We've got obviously the leather inserts on the door here, all the controls. Yeah, it's just really, really happy with how it's turned out. Got the start stop button here, and the car comes on. We've just got the engine come on, but yeah, it is. I'll move it forward so we can have a proper look around it. There we go. But I'm not going to take it out for a drive, as you can see, we're blocked in. But you've got the maps and everything on here, which is really, really nice. There's all sorts going on. And yeah, it's just a really, really nice little car to drive. We've got the electric mode. It's not available at the moment because the battery's too low. Hybrid mode, sport. Now, ultra boost, or extra boost, sorry, is basically the ludicrous mode from Tesla. If you're familiar with Teslas, use ultra boost. It is fantastic. That's when you're going to get the 5 seconds 0 to 60 here, and as you can see, it comes up in the dashboard quite nicely there. With the M Sport, you are constantly reminded that this car is an M Sport. It is quite funny how much sort of emphasis BMW placed on it. They've even gone as far as putting it on the key, which, to be honest, I'm not a particular fan of. It looks sort of an eBay special from that point of view. But yeah, like I said, it's a lovely, lovely car to be in. So let's hop out, show you guys what space in the back is like, because realistically, if you're buying a touring, you've probably got kids or a family, or you need the extra practicality. So in the back here you have plenty of leg room. Now I've sat in the back here, we've had people in the back already, as you can see by the muddy footprints, and yeah, bang on, can't complain whatsoever. You've got Isofix as well here if you need them, and your rear passengers also get their own climate control as well, which is nice. And we didn't get them, but they can get rear heated seats, which is quite a fancy option. So yeah, that's that. Then got the boot. Obviously I showed you the hatch earlier. We've also got the boot, slightly reduced in the 330e because we have the battery pack underneath, but you've also got the built-in load cover here, which is nice. And then the first aid kit and everything is underneath the hat has got stuck underneath, like so. Twin exhausts as well, which is another thing I love about the look of this car. Really, really nice. Just adds to the styling. For me, twin exhaust, if you take a look at my Volvo, it's got twin exhausts. Twin exhausts are a must. I don't know why, I just like symmetry. So yeah, and obviously completely powered tailgate as well. And yeah, I'll give you another look at this hatch because it is lovely. Really useful just to be able to chuck stuff in. As you can see, we've already had the dog in, and he was absolutely fine, even with that reduced height in the boot. Yeah, dog was fine. Not that he could speak, but he appeared to love it anyway. So yeah, really I need to get used to shutting that. Really, really happy with it. If you have a look at there's a few options we went for. Like I said, we went for the smaller 18-inch alloys rather than the 19s, just for a comfort point of view. And perhaps one of the most controversial things it's going to be, we chose to go for the matte aluminium trim around the car, and I'll explain the reasons for doing so now. And obviously we've got the aluminium trim on the inside and the white leather, and what I like to do is sort of carry themes through the car. This isn't an out-and-out sports car, and where you can make a feature of design, I think you always should. If we'd gone for the black, you guys wouldn't have noticed the shape. That much is quite clear, because it just looks like a standard ordinary 3 Series. And these 3 Series Tourings have got a lovely sort of styling. It's called the Hofmeister Kink, for those of you that don't know. So it's a feature that you can find on every generation of 3 Series. So we chose this matte aluminium just to sort of celebrate the touring side of things, really. And then the matte aluminium roof rails as well, just I think extend the lines of the car. It just makes the car seem longer. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. And yeah, that's it, to be honest, guys. There's not much else to show you. Obviously this is going to be with us for 3 years or so. That's how long they usually are with us for. One thing I've noticed, mirrors are massive on this generation 3 Series. Absolutely massive, really nice, really thick, chunky things, as you can see. There's my hand for comparison. They're big old bits just hanging off the side of the car, but again, good visibility, which is what we like. It's also got, obviously, the charging here. You've got your green light, your key, your legend there, and I'll show you the charging cables as well. It's quite a slow charge off a standard household unit, probably around over the 6 hour mark, which is a bit of a faff. Fast chargers, you get a full charge in about half an hour, which will give you a range of up to 30 miles, depending on how you drive. Realistically, it's probably going to be more like 20 miles, realistically, if you're going to have your seat and everything on. But yeah, you get this nice bag here with your electric charging cables in. So this one, as you can see, is the standard outlet one. Goes into the tender here, and yeah, that charges from your house. And then you have, oh, this one's strapped down, the other charging cable, which I can't seem to get to because they've done some magic. But yeah, you guys know what it's like. But then obviously the charging points would also have their own charging cables there. 12 volt outlet, nice and useful. Things to hang stuff off of. You'll see that breaking. Now the rear cover has a nice little feature where you can bring it up like that, so you have then the ability to access the hatch still, but it stops your stuff going into the passenger compartment as well, which is quite nice. Obviously, if you've got it pulled down like that, you can't get to it, so that gives you the option to just get into your stuff. If we can, there we go, like that. Again, this is what you get from 30 years of building the same sort of generation of a car, or the same model of car. All these little innovations that just make sense in the end of it. So yeah, that pretty much is it, guys. So again, need to work on shutting that, don't I? There we go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the spec. Like I said, it won't be to everyone's taste, but we've gone for something sort of nice, classy, understated, and yeah. So like I said, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to know as well about this car, because obviously they're fairly new on the market. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.